My name is Emily. I'm 30 years old. My town is called Maplewood, and I live there. I work in the middle of town in a cute little bookstore. I get up early every day, make tea, and sit on the quiet streets to watch people go by. My life is simple, but I'm happy with it. I like how calm it is and how books and coffee smell. I love you. His name is Ryan. He's 32 years old. His hair is short and black. His eyes are soft brown. His speech is soft and his smile is warm. He's nice. He really cares. He holds my hand when I'm sad. He brings me tea when I'm tired. Emily, you are my world, he says a lot. I'll never leave you. I didn't doubt him. 2 years ago, we met in a small library. I tried to get to the top shelf to find a book, but couldn't. All of a sudden, someone reached out and gave it to me. Ryan was there when I looked up. The man smiled and said, "Here you go." I saw him for the first time that day. I had never felt my heart beat faster before. We went to the park every weekend. At dusk, we would sit on the grass and watch the sky turn orange. He told me stories. I'd pay attention. His voice became my favorite sound. We would sometimes share ice cream as we walked around town. I liked chocolate. He liked sweet things. We shared all the time. We went to the movies together. In the dark, he would hold my hand. He made me feel safe. It was lovely to live. We went for a walk by the lake one evening. The wind was not strong. There were stars in the sky. He turned around and looked at me. His eyes were serious, but they were also full of love. "Emily, I love you more than anything," he told me as he held my hand. "I want to marry you." My heart was beating so fast. I was warm. It made me cry, but they were happy tears. "Yes, Ryan, I love you too," I smiled. Life felt great at that moment. I thought it would last forever, but life had other ideas. Ryan felt sick one morning when he woke up. It looked like he was pale and held his gut. It was cold on his hands. He had sweat all over his face. He tried to get up, but failed. I ran to help him. "What's wrong, Ryan?" I asked. "It hurts." He spoke quietly. He didn't eat. He didn't drink. He turned gray. He took slow breaths. It scared me. I put my hand on his face. He was feverish. "We need to go to the hospital," I replied. He was barely able to walk. I stood by him and we got a cab. I walked with his hand the whole time. It was weak and cold. When he got to the hospital, nurses rushed him in. He was on a bed. He was looked at by a doctor who came in and checked him out. The look on his face changed. "Ryan's kidneys are failing," the doctor said. "I think he needs a new kidney. He will not live if he doesn't get one." The world stopped for me. I was having trouble breathing. My hands were shaking. I looked at Ryan. He looked really weak. I said, "I want to give my kidney." The doctor didn't say anything but looked confused. "We need to check to see if your kidney is a match." I waited for a long time. The doctor finally came back with a smile. He told her, "Your kidney is a match." I had tears running down my face. I looked at Ryan. His lips were shaking. He sobbed and grabbed my hand. "Emily, you are my angel. I'm going to die without you. I will always love you." Even though I was crying, I smiled. I forgot about the pain. I only thought about love. I got up early the day of the surgery. It was still dark outside. I looked in the mirror. My eyes were tired, but love filled them. It was cold and white in the hospital. "Are you sure?" Ryan asked as he took my hand. "Yes," I said in a whisper. I put on a hospital gown. I laid down. I got a mask from the nurse. She told me to breathe in. It got dark. The room was bright when I woke up. It was hard on my body. My side hurt. But Ryan looked fine when I turned around and saw him. His eyes were alive. He gave me a kiss on the forehead and smiled. "Thank you, Emily," he said. "You kept me safe. I love you so much." That's when I said, "I love you too." I believed our love was stronger than ever. I was wrong, though. Ryan slowly changed a month after the surgery. I thought he was getting better at first, but then he quit texting. "Get rid of the sweet texts. I love you less now. Don't call anymore. Don't smile anymore." I asked him what was wrong. I told him, "I'm just busy." He was never too busy for me. He made me want to believe him, but I knew something wasn't right. After a while, he quit answering altogether. Not a single word or call. I went to his house. It wasn't full. His car was gone. It was all gone. I told myself that he might have moved. Then I looked at a picture online. Ryan with a black suit and a smile. A woman in a white dress stood next to him. She grabbed his hand. The title read, "Just Got Married." The world stopped for me. I loved him. He broke my faith, my kidney, and his marriage to someone else. I cried for days. My heart and room were both dark. I screamed into my pillow. I didn't get why. Then my phone rang one night. Adam was the name. He was Ryan's best friend. He told her, "Emily, I have something to say." Ryan had been seeing someone else for a year. He was in love with someone else, but he needed your heart. He left you after the surgery. The phone fell off. Again, my heart broke. Everything was a lie. I did everything for him. I got nothing from him. I put my story online the next day. I told the truth. Things didn't happen at first, but then my phone kept beeping. Some people told my story. News shows talked about it. Ryan called. I didn't answer. His wife then learned about it. She broke up with him. She took all of his money. Ryan lost everything. And I felt better. Time went by. It hurt less, but it was still there. I learned how to smile again. When I looked at my scar, I didn't feel pain anymore. I saw toughness. A man named Lucas sent me a message one day. He didn't rush me. He was nice. That's right. We talked like good friends. We finally saw each other after a long time at a cafe. We talked for a long time. I laughed again. My heart slowly got better. After many years, I stood in front of the mirror. I smiled when I saw my scar. Lucas stood next to me and held my hand. I had once lost love. I did find something better, though. Love that lasts. Love that gets better. Love that is mine. What would you do if the person you loved broke your heart? If this story made you feel something, please like, write, and share it so that more sad stories can be found.